Hello everyone, my name is Kendall and I was born in China, northeast of China, and a very little small city. And when I was young, my grandpa gave me the first Chinese brush, and he wanted me to practice Chinese calligraphy. Like a normal Chinese people habit, they want their children to learn more one skills, to make children learn something and to enjoy the spare time. So I feel very happy, and then also my grandpa write very good Chinese calligraphy. So I started to learn Chinese calligraphy since I was 6 years old. And for a long time, when I have time, I just practice until my college time. And during my college time, I chose Chinese painting for my major. I think part of the reason is my Chinese calligraphy practice background. And since then, I continued to learn Chinese painting until my master's degree. And later on, I moved to the United States until now. The best way I can present my art is use Chinese paper and brush. And also the medium is the water and ink. And also I think the black and white is always my basic pattern in my brain to present my thinking. This explanation is about a heroic story happened in China in the Second World War. That's very touching and very emotional and also very famous in Chinese people. We all know this history. We all know these heroes, 5 heroes. They fight for their homeland and they sacrifice. I think through this painting, this is a big project, and I learned more about myself. Before I started, I just got moved for that story, and I tried to just directly use my brush to draw the picture about the face, about the movement, the figures, their position. And then later on, I think I learned how to develop a language about my painting to translate my emotion from this old movie screen, to translate a new language, my painting language, to present my emotion, my understanding about that history. I think this is a very important start. In that my college time, we practice traditional Chinese painting. Also, we take a long time to practice drawing and sketching. This is like a part of Chinese education format. Like we all do sketching. So this is also my part of my language. When I started this project, very coincidentally, I watching a Chinese old war film, and that's also I watching that for many times. I think that part is the texture for the movie and also the movement and people's face expression is very touching me. So I just take a lot of picture about that movie, and I start to try to draw that pictures, the face. And later on, I generate a language, and I think when I dip into the movement about the face, and my painting is very naturally changed to like a Chinese calligraphy movement. When I finish a painting, it's like a finish a calligraphy artwork, and the whole pattern is like a black and white, very strong contrast. But I want to generate a very conflict moment. People face to their life to have to choose to fight, and another side is to sacrifice their life. I feel very familiar with Chinese paper texture, and Chinese paper is not a canvas. It's like can absorb water but we use water for the medium. So whenever you draw strokes, whenever you use color, and then all the color and the pigments, the ink could be absorbed by the paper. The paper is part of story. I think a Chinese paper is very weak, very thin. I think this is also another texture for this painting. You know, you feel like a tragedy, you feel like a weakness, because the damage of the paper. The trauma is around the texture. You can feel the emotional strokes by the texture combined together. Very tragic and emotional meaning is translated by my strokes. And I feel very empathy. I feel the people is very tough and to have to face death. And I feel I just very naturally to use strong strokes. This is like a interactive effects. Me, paper, my strokes, and the screen, and texture, and trauma. At the same time, everything work together.